Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, Jens Davidson here again. Back in the kitchen for some cast iron cooking. We're going to do breakfast, even though it is now 7:30 in the evening. I just really like breakfast. And I also wanted to showcase a new project I made. It's a little herb chopper. This is forged from a piece of '01 tool steel that was given to me by a friend who's a freaking legendary blacksmith. Um, this piece of steel was actually old stock from 1943 because it was characteristically an '01 tool steel that had the forged scale still on it, and they stopped doing that in '43 and they started after that having '01 tool steel that was already cleaned. The scale was cleaned off it, so it's shiny. But anyway, I forged this up last night, sharpened it up. This is a project that I've been wanting to do since I first started getting into blacksmithing, like 2014. I think I saw a video on this around 2014-15, and I'm like, oh, I should make one of those, and I just never got around to it until last night. Where I forged this was at a local club, blacksmithing club, and it's on the guy's private property, his pole barn in his backyard, and due to obvious privacy reasons, I'm not shooting any video in that place. So out of respect to him and not only himself, his property, and several other people that show up at the blacksmith studio every week. But I will, at some point, I have more of this steel. I'll forge more of these because I really like the project. It's beautiful, it's functional, and maybe people will buy these on Etsy. So we're going to do scrambled eggs with obviously mushrooms, tomatoes, a little bit of garlic, not the whole thing, chives, and I got some diced ham, and obviously eggs. And so let's go ahead and get started by chopping all this stuff up. And once we're done with that, then we'll get the skillet hot and go from there. Alright, let's get started. I've never used this thing before, so let's see how it goes. And no, I'm not a chef. But I don't think I'm terrible at cooking. This thing is already amazing. Wow. Yeah, I'm a happy camper. You just roll it. I mean, seriously, that is awesome. I've seen people forge these things and then also create a carved wooden bowl that sort of matches the radius of the blade. I don't know, I mean, seeing this, it doesn't seem like there's much of a point because the radius of the edge does a fantastic job. I don't know that you need to have a bowl to match that radius. Very, very nice. Well, there you have it, folks. I think it worked. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't think anybody could complain. The only real flaw in it, I don't even know if the camera will pick it up, but right in front of my pinky there was a hairline crack, likely from when I quenched it, even though I didn't hear any cracks when I quenched it, but I'm not sure why that happened. Best guess is I forged it too cold. That was my first time forging 01 tool steel. It's bound to happen, but at the end of the day, that crack obviously makes no difference whatsoever in the functionality. The thing still performs amazingly well. And like I said, I got plenty of steel for making more. So hopefully, this is the worst one I ever make, right? All improved from here. Alright, so we got this lovely bowl of everything. Trying to mix it up best we can. Disclaimer, I've never made scrambled eggs like this before. Not with this much veggies and stuff. But it's pretty hard to screw up, so I think it'll be fine. Alright, I'm going to pause it here and get the skillet warmed up. Alright, let's crack some eggs. What's key here is maximizing the amount of eggshell that you get in the omelet. Or sorry, scrambled eggs. I am quite certain I dropped a piece in there. I have no idea where it is. So that's key. That's good. You want to make sure you drop plenty of bits of eggshell in there just for extra calcium, just to reinforce your bones. It's really good for you. Just in case we don't get enough, we're going to go ahead and throw some milk in here too, just to further add to the calcium content of this particular meal. So the skillet's heating up. On my burner, it's basically at like 40% ballpark heat. I don't want it scorching hot. When I do scrambled eggs, I generally do a fairly low heat because I'm not trying to sear anything. An omelet's a different story. I like the skillet pretty hot when I'm doing an omelet, but scrambled eggs, I kind of tend to cook it slowly. I'm actually not thinking 3 eggs is enough. We're going to pop another egg in there. You know how they say less is more? Well, more is more also. When it comes to eggs, it's hard to have too many. Alright, skillet's starting to smoke. A little to add one of my favorite ingredients, Amish butter. I'm almost embarrassed at how much butter I'm adding on here, but you know what? It's hard to have too much butter, just like eggs. I'm going to have to turn the exhaust fan on. Look at some ham in the skillet just to heat that up. The ham I'm using is already pre-cooked, so that doesn't matter. Let's get the camera focused on the business side of things now. Yeah, if you guys have watched a lot of my videos, that's a familiar scene. My absolutely wonderful Lodge number 7 from the 1950s. This baby was the first piece that I focused a YouTube channel on. This is the beginning of my YouTube career, which was I think October 12th was my 1-year anniversary or something like that. Stay in the skillet, please. Getting some nice browning on those. I don't need them too brown. Again, they're already pre-cooked. It's almost like popcorn. Sorry, I'm blocking the camera. You're not missing much, I promise. Alrighty. Don't really need the exhaust anymore. It quenched the heat down enough. My burner here has a scale that goes up to 7 and I'm on 2 right now, so pretty low heat. So this will take a bit, but I'm probably not going to, leave the whole thing in there, because otherwise it'd probably be like a 40-minute video. This is a really handy accessory here. It's a Lodge leather sort of mitten thing to hold on to the handle, because these handles do get warm. Real important thing though is do not leave it on the skillet, because otherwise it's obviously going to burn like that. That one's made out of baseball glove leather. It's American made. I initially had bought this guy because it's much cheaper. This is silicone, which I love silicone, don't get me wrong, but this thing does not grip this size handle very well at all. The issue is, yeah, it slides on easy, but in terms of rotation, it does not provide much of any strength against rotating. So if I have an omelet on there and I need to tip the skillet 90 degrees to slide the omelet off onto a plate, it's very precarious, because it's real easy to, I've almost lost the skillet, slip out of my hands and break a plate. Hasn't happened, but came close. It's got wool or something like that in there. Much better grip. So no issues about slippage there. Much better option. See if we can zoom in on this. I want you guys to see. Hopefully that's reasonably in focus. So there is some egg stuff that gets burned on the skillet, if you will, but it just comes right off. It doesn't stay. So the skillet is coming perfectly cleanly. There's a little more in the back, but again, it's gone now. So the skillet is, frankly, as far as I'm concerned, flawless. I could not possibly be more happy with it. So, tools like this, herb chopper, if you ever see these like on Etsy and whatnot, wow, that almost perfectly matches the contour of the skillet. If you see these on Etsy and stuff, they are almost certainly forged with a high carbon tool steel, not a stainless steel. And as such, if not properly cared for, yeah, they will rust. So just like your skillet, when you're done with it, you wipe it down with oil. Same thing here. When you're done with it, clean it right away, wipe it down with oil, and it'll outlast you. Alright, gas off. I'm calling it there. Alright, well, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There is our lovely skillet of scrambled eggs, including Roma tomatoes, chives, garlic, mushrooms, and diced ham. 4 eggs and 3/4 cup of milk. Salt and pepper, obviously. So again, I really hope you guys like the video. I hope you enjoy the content that I'm putting out. I cover quite a wide variety of topics, obviously ranging from cast iron cookware to cooking in general to blacksmithing with this beautiful herb chopper that I just finished. So again, you can kind of get an idea that I cover a lot of ground and a lot of varied interests. So hopefully you guys enjoy that content, and I like watching my subscriber base grow. So please stay tuned for more videos. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye now.